This is the Module 4 test video answer key. Find the slope of the lines. For number 1, we're going to draw a vertical and horizontal arrow from one point to the other. My first arrow goes down and the second one goes to the right. Going down 4 is -4. Going to the right 3 is +3. The slope is rise over run. So we have -4/3. For number 2, I'm making a arrow to the right and then up. To the right 3 is +3 and up 2 is +2. Rise over run is 2/3. Number 3 is graph the following linear equation using a table. The rule is 2x plus 3. If x is -2, we have 2 times -2 plus 3, which is -4, plus 3, which is -1. 2 times -1 plus 3 would give us -2 plus 3, which would be +1. 2 times 0 plus 3 would be 0 plus 3, which would be 3. 2 times 1 plus 3 would be 2 plus 3, which is 5. 2 times 2 plus 3 would be 4 plus 3, which would be 7. So our ordered pairs are -2, -1, -1, 1, 0, 3, 1, 5, and 2, 7. Graphing those, we would have -2, left 2, and -1 down 1, -1 left 1 and up 1. Then we have 0 and 3, 1 and 5, and 2 and 7. So drawing a line through those points would give a line somewhat like that. Number 4 and 5 are graph the following linear equations using the slope and y-intercept. The slope is the number in front of the x, which is -1/2, and 1 is the y-intercept. It doesn't have an x by it. So the x-intercept is either up or down. This is up 1. Then we go over to the slope, and this tells us to run 2. Sorry about that. And rise -1, that means to go down 1. So we're going to run 2 and go down 1, and we can do that over and over again to get several points on the line and then draw the line like that. Over here we have the slope of 4/1, whole numbers over 1, and the y-intercept is -2. So I'm going to label the y-intercept as down 2 on the y-axis, and then I'm going to run 1 and rise 4. Run 1 and rise 4. Run 1 and rise 4. And I'm going to draw my line, and that's it. Problem 6 is about a turtle. It says a turtle was 3 feet from a pond, and it walked away from the pond at a steady pace of 2 feet per minute. Find out how far the turtle would be from the pond in the amounts of minutes given on the table. Okay, so it started out 3 feet from the pond, so at 0 minutes it would be 3 feet. And if it moves 2 feet per minute, in 1 minute it would be 3 plus 2, which is 5. In each minute we're going to add another 2 feet. So we have 7, 9, 11, 13. How far away from the pond would the turtle be if it kept up the same pace for an hour or 60 minutes? Well, since it goes 2 feet per minute, it's going to be 2 feet for every 60 minutes plus the initial 3 feet from the pond. That's 120 plus 3, which would be 123 feet. How far away from the pond would the turtle be in x minutes? Well, simply we're going to do the same thing with x that we did to 60. That's multiply by 2 and add 3. So that's 2x plus 3. Write this expression in the blank column of the table and test to see if it works. Fill in the xy column with the ordered pairs and plot the points on the graph. Draw the line, label the x and y axes appropriately. Okay, so here we go with 2x plus 3. We'll see if this works. 2 times 0 plus 3 would be 0 plus 3, which is 3. 2 times 1 plus 3 would be 2 plus 3, which is 5. 2 times 2 plus 3 would be 4 plus 3, which is 7. 2 times 3 plus 3 would be 6 plus 3, which is 9. 2 times 4 plus 3 would be 8 plus 3, which is 11. 2 times 5 plus 3 is 10 plus 3, which is 13, which means we wrote our expression correctly. So now we have our xy ordered pairs, and the x's are here and the y's are here. So we have 0, 3, 1, 5, 2, 7, 3, 9, 4, 11, and 5, 13. Graphing them here. This is the x-axis, and that means minutes. And here's the y-axis, and that means feet. I think I can use the regular scale of this graph of each line indicating 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And maybe I'll label every 5. So there'll be some type of a indicator of my scale. Okay, so we have 0, 3, and we have 1, 5, 2, 7, 3, 9, 4, 11, and 5, 13. So here's our line right here. What is the slope of the line and what does it mean in the problem? To find the slope, we put a horizontal and vertical arrow from one point to the other. It could be any 2 points. From here to here is 1. From here to here is 2. So we have 2 over 1, which is 2. So the slope of the line is 2. It means that the turtle is moving at 2 feet per minute. What is the y-intercept of the line, and what does it mean in the problem? Well, the graph intercepts the y-axis at 3. So it's 3. And what it means is, it means that the turtle started 3 feet from the pond. What is the equation of the line? Well, we simply take that expression and we put a y equals in front of it. Y equals 2x plus 3. On the last page, you'll probably notice that I had the numbering wrong on this test, but I fixed it since then. So it's number 7, but I think it says something like 11 or 12 on this page. So we look at the table, and it says complete the representations and determine if the following are proportional relationships. The table looks like we're selling something and it costs $4 for 1 pound, because for 2 pounds it's $8, $3, $12, $4, $16. So we're going to say an item costs $4 per pound. Okay, so the x to y ratios, we don't do that one. So we're just going to do 4 over 1, 8 over 2, 12 over 3, 16 over 4. All of them give us 4 as an answer. So that's the constant proportionality 4. Okay, so our graph here, the x-axis is going to be the pounds, and the y-axis is going to be cost in dollars. So we have 0, 0, 1, 4. I'm going to go ahead and label these by 5s too. 10, 15, okay. And these 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 2 is 8, 3 is 12, and 4 is off the graph just a tiny bit. So our line goes like this. Okay, so now we have the equation. We need to find the slope. So going from this point to the other, this is 1. It goes from 2 to 3. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, which goes from 8 to 12. So it's rise over run, which gives us 4. So the equation is y equals 4x. The y-intercept is 0, so we don't have to write anything else. This is a proportional relationship, yes. It is a proportional relationship because all of the y to x ratios are equal. Other ways to tell is that it's a straight line going through the origin, and it's an equation of the form y equals mx, and there's no b. There's no y-intercept. It's really 0. The last problem, a scout has 6 badges and earns 2 more badges every month. So to start out with, the scout has 6 badges, and it earns 2 more every month. So we have 8, 10, 12, 14. The y to x ratios, we don't use that one. 8 over 1, 10 over 2, 12 over 3, and 14 over 4. This equals 8, and this is 5. Just the fact that these are not equal makes it not a proportional relationship, and there is no constant of proportionality. Graphing these, we have the x-axis with months, and the y-axis with badges. And these are going to go one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4. And these by ones as well. I'm going to label the evens this time. Okay, so starts out with 6 badges, then 1 is 8, 2 is 10, 3 is 12, and 4 is 14. And here's our line. The slope of this line is 1 in this direction and 2 in that direction, so it's 2 over 1, which equals 2. So it's y equals 2x. The y-intercept is 6, so it's plus 6. Is it a proportional relationship? No. It is not a proportional relationship, mainly because the y to x ratios are not equal. Also because it is a straight line, but it doesn't go through the origin, and there is a b that's not 0. Alright, this is the end of our Module 4 test key video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.